What is good, friends? You're here with Nate. This is Crossbeats Production, and thank you for tuning in. I want to give you my review on the CLA10s here in the background. Just give you my perspective of these speakers and also give you an audio example. So skip to that if you want to hear the audio example. But otherwise, just have a listen to what I have to say about these speakers. I appreciate you guys. If you like this kind of content as well, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and also like the video because it really does help me out a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the review and check these speakers out. So what to expect with these speakers? I guess it's kind of a love and hate relationship. I feel like these speakers are quite enjoyable to listen to, especially once you've worn them in a little bit, you've spent some time with them, you kind of accustom yourself to them, or lose 4K in your hearing range, whatever it is. I don't know, man. If it's 4K, whatever. But anyway, so if you listen to them for a while and you kind of get accustomed to what they sound like, I feel like they're pleasurable to listen to. I guess if you haven't heard these speakers before, you don't know what NS10s sound like, and you don't even have the faintest idea, you're going to kind of get a shock because it kind of gives you a lot of high-end detail, especially the high mids. You don't have a whole lot of low end. You can hear the low end. You can definitely perceive the low end, but you can't feel it like you could with a pair of HS8s, for example, that I've got here. You can't hear that. So it kind of, I guess if you were expecting to get a lot of low end and hear that sort of stuff, you may be disappointed, but I feel like it represents the low end really well and clearly. It gives you a good indication of where your low end should be sitting. You can definitely hear if there's too much lows in your mix because it kind of just muffles the highs and everything just sounds flabby in the speaker. It does represent the transients very well. So if you're listening to reverb, delays, all that kind of stuff, it's really good in these speakers. You can hear that kind of stuff fantastic. I came from mixed cubes before I had these speakers, and I was kind of wondering if I would need to upgrade to NS10s. I'll use that word, CLA10s, because I didn't know if I would need them. I felt like my mixed cubes gave me a good representation of the mids, and they gave me good, reverbs, delays, all that sort of stuff in the speakers. But I wasn't sure if I could hear the tops enough on the mixed cubes. So I tried the CLA10s, which you see here, and I was really surprised because I was quite pleased to know that after all these years of seeing them in the studio and hearing them every once in a while, that, these were in my actual room and I could use them and I could hear the tops and the ear piercing, the ear piercing 2K frequency that really cuts your head off if you're not expecting it or if you don't mix your track correctly. So I was listening to them. I was really happy that I could hear things that I couldn't hear before. And since I've been using them for about 6 months, I feel like my mixes have slightly improved because of the fact that now I can intelligibly make those decisions in my mix. So now I can go in, I take out the stuff that I don't need, especially the top end stuff. I used to boost a lot in my mixes with tops. I don't need to. I mean, when I listen to them now on these speakers, I listen to professional mixes and I listen to my mixes on these speakers. It has improved my mixing and my mastering by yards. It's not all about the speaker, and it's not all about, what room you're in. It definitely helps to have a good speaker. It most likely helps to have a good room, and room acoustics matter a lot. But you can do certain things like you don't have to mix loud. You can do tricks. There's a lot of tricks of the trade to get a good mix. But when you have something that represents the information correctly to you, it definitely helps you get to where you need to be because you can hear it. So without further ado, let's get into the audio example that I'll play for you guys as well. And hopefully you enjoy it. I don't know how well it's going to represent these speakers, but hey, whatever, that's just the way YouTube is. People ask for audio examples, so I'm going to give it to you. So anyway, hopefully you guys like this. Stick around for the audio, check it out, see what you think about these speakers, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.